In an unpredictable economy, organizations struggle to stay afloat. They establish a routine and then slowly falter under the weight of unforeseen challenges. Business consultant John Boone equates the constant motion of life to the fundamental act of breathing. In this philosophy, movement signals vitality, while stagnation is synonymous with death. The human default, when faced with friction, is to slip into a state of passive drifting. We get stuck, miss a deadline, or face a delay, and fall back on familiar excuses. It's not my fault, there's nothing I can do about it. That personal passivity scales up into the corporate world perfectly. Entire companies operate day to day without a defined strategic plan, relying entirely on momentum rather than direction. Operating without a strategic roadmap is like running a retail storefront without a sign on the door. It quietly signals to the market, your customers, and your employees that growth is an optional luxury rather than a clear expectation. To survive an unpredictable landscape, individuals and organizations alike have to abandon the passive drift. They must shift toward intentional navigation. To see what that intentional navigation looks like on a granular level, we can look at Boone's early career as a free receive clerk on Wall Street. This image captures the exhausting daily reality of the New York City subway commute. Getting to work from Queens required 3 precisely timed train connections, and the delays were often enough to break a worker's spirit. Rather than accepting the drama of a reprimand for being late, Boone made an active choice. He set his alarm an hour earlier to bypass the systemic transit issues entirely. Because the early trains were empty, he was able to find a seat and read. He consumed everything from business books to the Chronicles of Narnia. Arriving an hour before his shift meant walking into these Wall Street institutions alongside the leadership. He met vice presidents in the elevators, building a network of influencers before his workday officially started. Success followed not because he was naturally gifted, but because he applied intentionality to his environment. He proved he was capable by showing up willing to do what needed to be done. These micro-habits of extra effort create the foundational framework for massive professional advantage. This approach traces its roots back to the grocery store aisles of the 1960s, where a 12-year-old Boone took his first job packing bags. By listening to his mother's complaints about crushed eggs and wet bags, he learned to pack groceries with precision. That careful attention to detail taught him his first transferable skills in inventory management and customer satisfaction. Whether it is a 12-year-old boy bagging groceries or a corporate CEO charting a new fiscal path, they both succeed using the exact same mechanism of intentional adaptation. Your approach determines your outcome. As the saying goes, if you fail to plan, you plan to fail. Look for the active opportunities to plug into your environment. Show up willing to do what needs to be done, and then prove that you are even more capable. Proactive navigation is the only reliable roadmap to steering your own evolution and driving measurable, sustainable growth.